So what?
Here we go. Here we go.
Hey, what you talking about? What happened?
You press record again, trying to be funny. Bum ass. Yeah, you heard me. That's why I ain't playing your Big Show shit.
Oh, you playing with Big Show?
No, I ain't.
Because I am the Big Show.
Yeah, you with big bullshit. What's the opposite of show, M9? What's the opposite of show?
Millie Black. Millie Black. Yeah.
Why you want to show in front of company, son?
Yeah.
Why you want to show in front of company? You know we got a guest today, and you want to put your ass on the shoulders, yo.
Ron is not a guest. Ron's family.
You right, yo. Today we, well, it's the Broken Needles podcast. You know what I'm saying? Go on, do your intro, homie.
You hit the drop first.
No, you do your intro first.
Hit the drop.
It's the Broken Needles podcast with DJ. It's the Broken Needles podcast with DJ T-Rex and DJ Millie.
Back on the bull, huh?
Yep. All cause company's here, son. All cause family's here. My bad.
Never mind. Anyway, we back. We are back. Broken Needles podcast episode number 33. We got.
This ain't 33, son.
It is 33.
You wildin', yo. It's 32, yo.
Last week was 32.
What episode is it now? Oh, my bad. Hey, man, play this fuck up, man.
Hey, stay in your lane. Stay in your lane. All right, episode 33. We got a
DJ Millie.
We got family in the building. We got the big homie Ryan in the building. We're gonna pick his brain, about basketball and everything else.
Exactly.
And then we're gonna really include him on all these topics we got.
Yep.
Yeah. So first things first, let's get the formalities out the way. Jay Miller, how was your weekend?
It was dope, man.
Okay, that's enough. All right, mom was good too. Ryan, how was your weekend, bro?
It was good.
I'm playing. How was your weekend?
Rewind. It was dope, yo. I had that paint party Friday night, which is fire, yo. Set the city. I hate setting the city on fire. That's just corny, bro. It was.
You corny. Go ahead.
Big headed ass. Fuck out of here. Nah, it was straight though. I had a good time. A lot of people came out. A lot more than I expected came out, so that was dope. Then Saturday night had Bree Bar. Shout out to DJ CJ for putting me on to that, the all black party. So that was lit too. So I'm heavy out here, man. My name carry weight, son. You see me?
Yeah. Okay. Whatever. All right. Yeah. Mom was cool.
DJ Millie.
We ain't doing this, bro.
Why not?
We're not doing this.
It's a big show.
We're doing that.
It's a big fat show tonight.
Mine was cool. Agave was trash on Friday. Weather. People think just because it gets a little chilly, you can't throw in a hoodie and still go have a good time. Yesterday did an 80s birthday party. With the entertainment company I was formerly with. Last night was my last event with them. Didn't get the memo. We was way overdressed. So, we looked like complete idiots in there. Suited and booted everybody else that got 80s gear on. But, besides that, it was I still had a good time. Mr. Ryan, how was your weekend?
It was good. We picked pumpkins yesterday in Medina, Texas, so out in the middle of nowhere. But did the family thing yesterday.
That's nice.
So let me introduce my man properly. This is Mr. Ryan Johnson. Ryan and I go back. Well, the three of us go back pretty far. I'll tell my funny Ryan story in a minute. But he is the owner of the Alamo City Aztecs professional basketball team here in San Antonio. I used to coach Ryan back in the day when he first came through tech school back in San Angelo. Funny story is it was like, man, there's this guy that comes in the gym, he can hoop. I'm like, man, whatever, yo. So I seen him play like 5 minutes, like, yep.
Hey, I'll let you right quick.
Bring him practice.
Yeah, what number you want?
So, But yeah, man, Ryan's a good dude. He's one of the first guests that I said I wanted on here back when we first started. I was like, yo, we got to get Ryan on the show. So he has a very interesting story. So we'll get to that in a second. But yeah, man, thanks for coming out, Ryan.
I appreciate y'all having me, man. It's been fun to watch, so it's really cool to be here.
Thank you.
And if you don't know, Ryan has a podcast as well. Go ahead and plug your podcast. Good sir.
Thank you. Unrestricted with Ryan Johnson. We post on Mondays, and we've got 16 episodes this season, so a couple more episodes come out.
Nice.
So let's get into it, man. So how's your story, Ryan?
My story?
Yes, sir.
I'm going to ask what you asked me on mine. What story do you want?
Well, first things first, how'd you, I know we talked about it when I was on your podcast, Shameless Plug, episode 3, DJ J. Millison. But first, how'd you get into just buying a basketball team, bro?
So I'm in the Air Force, and I wasn't certified on my job when I first got here. And we were doing a thing, and it got kind of canceled, but we couldn't leave. Being not certified, I can't actually do the job, so I'm sitting there having to just twiddle my thumbs. And to stay awake, I just for some reason Googled how to buy a professional basketball team, and it snowballed from there. Yeah, it snowballed from there. I had a friend who had an ABA team, which is another league here in the States. Right. It's not the same Dr. J. They try to do a rebrand of it. It's different, similar but different. So I reached out to him and asked him, how's it, what are you doing? And he gave me his 2 cents on everything, and he actually at the time was buying his own league. Somebody else had sold him a regional league that they had. Combined, he had 16 teams nationwide from one coast to the other. So I bought a market slot as an expansion team, and then for an entire year we built, we marketed, we assembled the right people, the staff, all that stuff, which was really just kind of a learn as you go experience, which was really cool, and really kind of fueled my fire for getting into business. I never would have associated myself with anything business related. Like that's just not me. But I guess when you combine it with something you're passionate with, it kind of goes hand in hand. So. Flash forward 4 years later, we've also grown a sports management agency because at this level, the level that we're at is basically, I tell people, it's like AA baseball. It's just like that for basketball, except in the States, there's no concrete system like you go to other countries, which is so irritating, actually very irritating at times. Because you have to deal with people taking you seriously or not understanding, because it's just, baseball, we know the whole how it breaks down. You don't have to be a baseball fan, you just know how it breaks down. In basketball, they're like, what league are you part? So you got to always battle that. But at this level, a lot of players don't have proper representation as far as agents and agencies go. And so we had a couple players scammed. It was a beautiful scam. They did well.
Wow.
They did really well.
That's crazy.
To the point that they were even keeping in contact after the fact. You kind of were like, giving them the benefit of the doubt. Anyway, a couple players get scammed. We decide, we've been running a basketball team at this point for about 2 years. We understand professionalism. We understand how to run a business. So we filed sports management agency in the state of Texas, and we started Aztec Nation Sports. So we've been doing that for about 2 years now. We represent fitness models, bodybuilders, basketball players. Our original head coach from the Aztecs, got an offer in China.
Right. We'll get to that.
He got
shout out to B. Williams, man. Coach shout.
Yep. He's in Guangzhou, China, right outside of Hong Kong.
Nice.
And got the company he works for owns 5 pro teams at the different levels in China. So that's really been a foot in the door for us in that market. We've gotten our foot down in South and Central America. So we're really excited with where things are going, but that's essentially how the Aztecs grew off of a Google search.
And it's funny because I remember when I used to coach Ryan, and I always tease him about this. We were at Fort Sam playing in a tournament, and we were in overtime. And I had never seen Ryan yell or get mad at anything. He was one of those players that you told him to do it, he did it. He may interject here every now and then, but he would never say anything. So a particular team we was playing, we kept going to overtime. And Ryan was like, "Come on, guys. I'm sick of playing these guys." I was like, "Wait, what?"
I think the whole huddle, like when you're watching a movie and the record stops and they're like, "Look, what?
Wait a minute, where Ryan's? Who pissed Ryan off?"
Ryan got a voice.
Exactly. But to see him, and we won, so I guess I always say that was our motivation to win because Ryan got mad. But We won, and just to see him go from that like humble, real quiet dude that would bust your ass in the basketball court to now running his own professional team is dope. And I told him, I was like, yo, when I was listening to first season Unrestricted, I'm like, man, Ryan got a dope podcast. Why can't we do it? And then I finally was like, yo, we doing it. So
that's cool. I appreciate that. I appreciate those words.
It's just the day, truth, man, truth. So
I give you your roses while you still here, brother.
Exactly.
That's it.
So let's get into it, man.
All right, first things first. Let's get the sad stuff out the way. R.I.P. Little homie Tristan Gage.
Yeah, man, that's crazy.
Man,
that is crazy.
I almost broke down in tears yesterday when I found out.
He was the good. I remember when we coached him at an AAU with the Warriors. Shout out to Coach James, and Coach Bam too. Shout out to him as well.
Yeah.
And Z and Mike and everyone else that was part of the organization as well. Just remember coaching him, and he was just a good kid. Always listened, never talked back.
Yeah, he just wanted to get better.
He just wanted to play basketball, yo. And I know Z had a special relationship with him. So rest in peace to Tristan Gage, and prayers and condolences to his family, bro. That's crazy, man.
Yeah, man.
So where you starting at, man?
All right. Let's see. Since Mental Awareness Day was a few days ago.
Mm-hmm.
You good, man?
I'm straight, brother.
Ryan.
I want to choke a nigga every now and then, but I'm cool.
Ryan, you good, man?
I'm good. How are you doing?
As you can see, that nougat shit is out the window. So yeah, that ain't happening. So forgive me.
Hey, welcome back, bro.
Exactly. I have to get back to being me.
Yeah.
Mental health awareness, son. Get back to being me. Son.
Yeah, all right.
So-
M9, you good? All right.
You need to do something with that damn dude you got.
Well, they're like a pimp named Sleep.
Exactly. you gotta say the whole thing like a Tribe Quest. A pimp named Slickback. I see you though. You still a man though, fam, but you tighten that shit up though.
Put some action, man.
Exactly.
Put some soul going
The
in
berries of that
joint.
shit is something, son. Where we going, yo?
Hey, man, you know, I'm just doing a wellness check.
straight.
Checking my brothers, you know.
I'll be straight if you loan me $5 or something.
No, you cool. All right,
But
so
that's a damn shame. That's a damn. I can't get 5.
I give you 6. Bro.
What the fuck? I asked for 5. See, that's the problem. I give you what I asked for.
If I was willing to give you more, you gonna.
What is $1 gonna do, son? Baby, you should have said I'll give you 50.
50 what?
The truth comes out, son. The truth comes out, yeah.
Curtis Jackson. That's what we
The
talking
truth
about.
comes out,
He
yo.
was here last week. No, he was here all this weekend.
Yeah, he was here this weekend.
Do you know how that party went?
Nah.
Oh, neither do I.
So I was gonna. Somebody posted something about it, and it made me go, So I'm gonna ask about it.
All right, let's go ahead and talk about the elephant in the room.
What's up?
Joshua Brown.
Hey, man.
What are you guys' thoughts?
He was set up, bro. And I'm not rolling with they drove 4 hours.
5 hours.
5 hours from Louisiana to Dallas for weed, bro. This ain't powder.
Even if it was.
Exactly. But still, this ain't hard white. This is weed, bro. You mean to tell me the weed in Dallas is better than the weed in Louisiana when you go to New Orleans and it's weed on every corner, son? Nah, yo. Nah.
They must have that Reggie in Louisiana.
Seeds and sticks, stems, yo. Nah, I'm not rolling with that, bro. I'm not rolling with that. And they made sure he was dead.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It wasn't a shoot him up, get out of here. It was bang, bang. Oh, hell no. You might still be moving, bang, bang, bang. You know what I'm saying?
They shot him like what? They shot him in the face?
Yeah, all
neck
that.
or something
Yo.
like that?
Like his mom can't even, you know what I mean? Can't open the closed casket, bro. Nah, fam, I'm not rolling. I'm not. That's that. And my thing is, he's already testified.
Mm-hmm.
She got her numbers. Why kill him? If you was gonna kill him, pardon me for sounding insensitive, I do. If he's gonna kill him, why not do it before?
They probably couldn't get to him.
That's nuts, bro.
'Cause, you know,
The damage is done. At that point, you're not stopping them from testifying.
It's like one of them things where, you know, all right, so if he's like the number one witness, right?
Right.
You know he's gonna have cops posted outside his door. But
No doubt. But I think cops are the one that did it. Ooh.
Yeah. Yeah, you right.
My bad. If I ain't here tomorrow, my fault.
No, you good. You good. I think
Hold me down.
I think so too.
Hold me down, yo. Hold me down.
It was just it was too professional.
Yeah, man. And you know how we don't fact check shit. But I know shit when I smell it, son. And I smell like a big pile of shit, yo. And I got a big ass nose, so my smell range.
You said it. I did.
It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I smell all kind of shit, son, literally. So I'm just saying, that's some bullshit, yo. You're not gonna tell me that dude was a random act and then throw drugs around and make it sound like it was.
Man, they do that all the time, bro.
Man, nah, yo. I'm not rolling with that. I am not rolling. They executed that dude, yo. All because they fucked up. They executed the dude.
Did you see the one black judge? She has a TV show, and not Maybelline, but the other sister. But anyway, she was talking about how the judge shouldn't have showed compassion to Andrew Garg and all that other stuff. She was basically saying that do she always hug murderers?
Right. Yeah. I think I saw it on Facebook. I didn't watch the video, but I saw the post on Facebook.
Do you always hug murderers? Do you give everyone that you convicted or whatever? Do you give them a Bible?
Blue Shield, bro.
Yeah, and that's
the Blue Shield,
that's
man.
what she was saying.
She better be hugging everybody from now on.
Exactly. That's your MO now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You've been marked as the hugging judge, so you gotta hug molesters, you gotta hug predators, you gotta hug serial killers, you gotta hug them all. Get your hands dirty.
Bro, I seen a funny but serious video the other day.
What's up?
All right, so this white dude, I think his name was Steve or something like that, was in Walmart.
Scuba
right?
Steve?
He wasn't Scuba Steve. So this dude had set him up. He was like acting like he was like an underage girl, right?
Come on, man.
And was like telling me, so Steve was sending him all kind of like stick pics and everything, right?
Stop. What's a stick pic? Pause. Why I gotta be a bad guy though, son? I just want to know why I gotta be a bad guy. Why you put me on this ledge by myself, son?
Anyway, like I was saying.
Nah, why? Answer my question. Why I gotta be the bad guy?
You're not the bad guy, man. You're the black guy.
Yep, there you go.
Yeah.
Blame the black guy.
Yeah, because bad guys were black, right?
Yep. All the time. Must have been a white guy that started all that. Hey, you see me? You see me?
Shout out MC Search. But
Yep.
Anyway.
Oh, I hate to go off on a tangent, but you see him and Pete Nice go back and forth, son? Because Search said he made a reference to that he almost might have kind of sort of wrote for Rakim. Yeah, but back to your story, my fault.
So dude goes into like what like kitty dressing area is, right? Or the kitty section.
Yeah.
Waiting on the girl to show up. The black dude comes up and he's like, yo, your name's Steve, right? Mm-hmm. So dude started looking baffled. It was like, so you think it's cool to me, to try to like give it an underage girl or whatever? So dude was like, he started moonwalking in, right? He's like, hey, why you running, Steve? I just want to have a conversation with you.
He hit him with the Chris Hansen, son.
Bro, why don't you have a seat over there?
Yo, that's the illest meme, yo. That Chris Hansen that he pop or the give
wait, like
exactly. He pop out like yeah.
So then, dude was like, "Yeah, Steve, I just want to have a conversation. I know where you work at. I know you got a wife. I know you got this." So he had he's like, "Hey, so dude started like walking faster to get out of Walmart, right?" Mm-hmm. As soon as he got outside, no, Steve booked he got ghost on him. So old buddy, he was like, "Steve, why you running that way? Your car's parked over there."
DJ T-Rex.
That's hilarious.
But it was a serious video, but it was funny as hell all the time.
That's good though.
Yeah,
That's good though. That's good though. Oh man, I'm gonna try to Google that one.
Yeah, it was fun. I think it's posted on the Savoy Show Instagram.
They got some dope ass videos.
Yeah.
But what would you do if you found 44 pounds of cocaine while you out on the beach with your family? Ryan, what would you do?
That's rough.
I like that. That's what I'm talking about. That's rough.
We're gonna sit and talk about it for a while.
Exactly. Man, this could make my team go along. Exactly. Yo, this pay off some bills on your boys.
Yeah, my head instantly went to Breaking Bad.
Exactly. I watched that El Camino yesterday too.
Yeah.
It wasn't bad.
They left it open for more.
Yeah,
but
it was like kind of wild.
it almost felt to me like one of them filler episodes you'd be watching. It felt like a filler episode. Like, I went to the movies for like they put it in the theaters and Netflix.
Did it? Oh wow, I didn't know that. But yeah, what would you do, man? 44 pounds. Because you could do it in the backpack and keep it moving.
All right. Well,
Hold on, 44 pounds in the backpack.
For the three of us, that's easy work. We throw it in the
No,
backpack.
he said if he was with him and his family.
Right.
That was the picture.
Right, what I'm saying, because a couple in SC found 44 pounds of cocaine on the beach in South Carolina, my home state. So what I'm saying is, if you found that, you bagging it up, you calling the cops, what you doing?
my government answer is I'm turning it into the cops.
If you want to stick with that, being that I get it, we can, what I'm saying, we keep this among the two of us. If you want to keep it at got you. Brian say he's turning it in. What you doing?
I think it's gonna be time to feed the streets.
They say it is to the finish. Me personally, I'll let you finish.
But no, in all seriousness, I would probably. I don't know, man. That's a tough one because if you get it and it belongs to somebody else, now you got a target on your back.
Yep.
But do you? Because if they lost cocaine on the beach, they're a terrible dealer.
Exactly.
That is true as well.
Exactly.
But you know, drug dealers, they know their product.
Yes, indeed. Where'd you get this? Exactly.
I'm like, go sold it to me.
Exactly.
I don't know, bro. You know what? It all depends on how much I need to flip it.
We'll flip it into.
Do we know the street value?
What's my current?
No, I don't think it said.
You know, what's my current situation?
Right there, I didn't see it.
All right, so you said 44 pounds, right?
Yeah.
44 pounds.
That's a couple of keys, my G. So a brick go for about 18.5. So they say on the rap.
Not that I know anything about this.
all the rap songs they say about 18.
According to Young Jeezy.
Exactly.
Unless it's been stepped
18.5.
on.
Exactly. 18.5, 17.5. So, I guess if you bag it up and break it down enough and don't step on it, you could sell it at a higher rate because the quality is better. So, what would you do?
I could get IRS off my back. Pay off a couple of bills. Take a nice vacay.
And stash the rest. What'd you do, man?
Like I said, I'm
You
gonna be Curtis Jackson for about 6 months.
pushing that?
In and out.
So you say until you get that fast money, then you stuck.
Nope. Hey,
One shot deal? One shot, one kill?
I listen to Kenny Rogers.
What do you say? You gotta know it.
Gotta know when to hold them, know when to fold them.
Know when to walk away, know when to run. I feel you.
Buddy.
Me personally, first thing I'm doing, I'm checking for markings, bro.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the package like, hold up. Ain't no marks on it. If there's marks on it, I'll holler.
Just leave it there.
If it ain't no marks on it, then we got it. Hey, T, let me holler at you right quick. Because I'm gonna need some help, bro. We gonna cut this in half.
Yep.
You move this, I move that. We are, and it is what it is after that.
And we party on the island. By
Exactly.
the end of the month.
Exactly. Hey, where does money come from?
Don't worry about it. Mind your business.
Exactly. Nah, but the SC family found 44. But I can't imagine you out chilling with the fam and your son or daughter digging sandcastles and hey dad.
Whoa. Give me that. Baby, let me see your purse right quick.
Exactly. Hey, you know what? We'll be back. Mark this. We go into another. We go come back and grab this, but we'll be back because I'm not staying in the area. So
Hell
we
no.
out.
Hey, vacation's over with. We migrate.
We out. But I know we jumping around, but back to I know we was talking about Dallas. I know we were offline. We were talking about that shooting of that black female and 20-year-old black female in Dallas by the cops or whatever.
Man, what's going? Hold on. First things first, right? What's going on in Dallas where the cops are just walking in random houses and just?
I don't know, bro. I mean, I don't know.
This is twice.
I don't know, bro. It's like, and I'm gonna get to what shout out to my boy G Gordon sent us a question as well as far as dealing with police killing of black people. But the story is the Fort Worth woman was shot and killed in her own home by Dallas police officers doing a wellness check. I guess one of the neighbors saw that her door was open, called the cops like, yo, her door is open, etc. What's going on? Somebody to go check on her. Within 4 seconds of the cops getting there, she was dead. Well, I'm saying within 4 seconds of his interaction with her, she was dead. Because they walked around the perimeter or whatever, got to where the door was open, saw, I don't know what the fuck they saw, but bang, bang, within 4 seconds she was gone.
They saw nothing. And they got scared. They seen a shadow.
And that's why I always say, bro, these cops, they need to go through so much more than what they go through, bro. Because you don't know who you giving the gun to.
They basically go through basic training. They go through 6 weeks, or maybe 8 weeks.
Nah, yo.
And
but now a young lady's dead, and no one has any answers as to why.
What you think, Ron?
I think we're in a dangerous. I don't get it, right? So you talk about like history repeating itself. We learn other way you're doing to repeat it. This is literally repeating itself weeks later in the same city. I was talking to somebody earlier this week about just the history in the last decade, right, of the shootings. Start with Trayvon Martin, right? All of a sudden, the argument is I can't walk around a neighborhood eating Skittles and an iced tea. Then you got Philando Castile up in, I think it's Minnesota, live stream. His case blows me away more than, honestly, you're live streaming and it's documented on video. I'm doing what you're telling me. I've got a little girl in the back seat. I've got my fiance in the car seat next to me. Doing what you say, kill me. And on top of that, there's no conviction. Wow. Okay, there's a new standard, right?
Exactly.
So now you go to Botham in Dallas, in your own house. Of all the places a person in this world should feel safe is in their four walls. You're not doing nothing illegal. He's not dealing drugs. There's no.
I'm chilling, eating Bluebell, watching TV.
Yep.
Continue, Ryan.
It's just it's nuts. And I was listening to the previous episode where y'all you're talking about that. You walk into someplace. Okay, let's say she mistakenly, genuinely, nothing bad in her heart, walks in mistakenly to his place. You should immediately know. I remember I was walking out of this is about 10 years ago, walking out of a Burger King, and I'd borrowed my parents' car. And I took a walking out, and there was the exact same Toyota Highlander parked next to it. And when I hit unlock, it unlocked that car, which is probably a whole other issue. But I get in the car, and like 2 seconds, within 2 seconds, you realize the seat's up too far. Oh, that's it. Whoa, shoot, bolt out, get back in my car.
Right.
I'm not looking to challenge anybody in the vehicle. Like, this is my car. It's the same thing. Like, you should know your living space and why. I can't speak to that because I don't understand that.
Right, yeah, exactly.
And then you go to her court case, and you guys talking about the bailiff, patting her hair, trying to console, and the judge, which that sets me off on a whole other, that's a whole other thing.
Right.
But then you had an opportunity to find her guilty of manslaughter. And in manslaughter, I would understand 10 years. As a basic citizen of this country,
Right.
I could understand manslaughter, 10 years. I can wrap my head around that.
Right.
But you didn't. You said she's a murderer.
Yeah.
Where in this country is a life worth 10 years?
Yeah.
Now you talked about there's no justice for a life being taken, and
Right.
I can get behind that.
Right.
But 10 years, now you set a precedent. So now,
See, you way smarter than me. I didn't think that far. But continue. I like where you go. Yeah.
but now we're going to repeat history, and
Right.
it's not going to be months or years or decades later. This is weeks, days later in the same city with the same police department, with the same two demographics, police and minority community,
Yep.
police and black people, going into somebody's home and drawing a weapon on them. Where does it stop? At this point, to me, this is I don't want to say low, because I can respect a first responder's job description where everything happens in the blink of an eye.
Right.
Right. So
That's a different-
because you don't have a chance to like
To
really.
really react.
And
Yeah,
so there's
that's that
respect. I
situation.
respect the nature of that. But at this point, there's a theme, there's a pattern.
Yeah, exactly.
And I can't respect that. That's what I have that's what I have trouble with. What's next? You can't be pulled over and listen. I can't be in my own home. I'm not allowed to live stream it because when I do, you shoot me. What else? And now nobody's being held to account. 10 years, come on. She's going to get out and live the rest of her life.
That's what I said.
She's going to be what,
Yeah.
early 40s, late
Yeah.
30s?
Yeah.
That's a whole life ahead of you.
Exactly.
Yep.
Now, you probably won't be a cop, but you could be anything.
Right. Exactly. And you're not going to come in here and be smarter than me, son. I will throw that shit out there. You will not embarrass me on my own pop
Hey,
and my
never.
crib. I'm the fuck with
Nah.
you. Nah, you got some. That was
That was dope, man.
That was dope, man. I
That was
appreciate
a deep dive in.
And then I ain't think I was thinking topical shit, but you right.
My bad.
Nah, hell no.
that
You
was
make us
good.
look good for having you on here. Appreciate it. Nah, but my boy Gordon was like, he wanted to comment on the police. And his exact words were, "Do y'all think the police had a hand in killing the witness who testified?" We talked about Joshua Brown.
Yeah.
And he said, if so, what do you think is the next step to combat police brutality for African Americans and other people of color?
To be truthfully honest, I don't think there's anything that can be done. Because you gotta just think, like, so many people are raised different. And when it comes to being sensitive of others and viewing others as your equal and not as second-class citizens, it's never gonna change.
And do you think with the election of Trump, there's been an increase?
Oh yeah, no doubt. Because his whole campaign trail, he was just stirring the pot. You know, making fun of the cripple, making fun of minorities. He was like, dude was like, if this was the '60s, we would have kicked his ass up out of here.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So, and then like once all the neo-Nazis and the nationalists and stuff like that got behind him, he never separated himself from
Right.
that. He was like, oh, there's some good people.
On both sides. Yeah.
No, fam,
Yeah.
like
It don't work like that.
if your whole platform is hate, where's the good in that?
You're right. What you think, Ryan?
I watched the Black Klansman, the Spike Lee movie.
Yeah.
I watched that for the first time a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, I
And
thought the movie saw that joint.
it's an eye opening because to me it was eye opening because it was a true story.
Yeah.
And obviously Hollywood takes liberties and stuff like that, but you get the gist of the story. And at the end, to me, that last clip, I say this a lot. Once planes flew into buildings in this world, not a lot shocks me, but the imagery of the last couple minutes of Black Klansman when Spike Lee provides footage to the Charlottesville situation, that really, like, to me, it hit home, like the type of hatred a person has to have to drive a vehicle into
A crowd of people.
a crowd of people. Now, granted, those people were sparring, right, and different sides, but to be honest, if you're in a car driving to a crowd, you don't know who you're going to hit. So your anger is so chaotic that you just don't care, and you're going to drive your Charger or whatever vehicle it was full speed into a crowd of people. To have that kind of hate, and to feel like you've there's a platform for that, right? You have to have somebody has to legitimize that feeling for
Exactly,
you,
right.
And I'm not gonna. There's no good in neo-Nazism. there's no good in neo-Nazism, and you can't say there is. So
Right.
if you do, then you got your own issues to deal with.
Right. I mean, for me, and thank you for your point. And me, like, if you comply, you die. If you don't comply, you die. And then they try to add justification. Like the first thing they said about the young lady that was shot was there was a weapon found in the house. Never said where the weapon was found. Never said, you know what I'm saying, the weapon could have been found in a locked trunk in the freaking closet. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Never said where it was found at. So it's like you comply, you die. You don't comply, you die twice. Because they're gonna kill you in the media. They're gonna kill you. They're gonna kill you physically and then kill you in the media.
The other reason why they mention a weapon is so that way they can go ahead and paint the narrative.
That's what I'm saying. They're already trying to. That's what I was getting at. They're trying to paint the narrative like, well, there was a weapon. Well, where was the weapon? Was it in a bag? Was it in the kitchen? Was it bag? Was it
locked up legally
Right.
in a safe in the attic?
Did the owner of the weapon? Not saying because it could have very well not been hers. Did the owner of the weapon had a permit for it? Were they legally allowed to carry?
I was going to say, let me ask you this: she's in her own house, if it's properly licensed, is she justified in walking around in her house with a weapon if she wants?
Exactly. Yeah, fam. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So it's like there is no. You can't. You tell it. We do what you tell us to do, and you still kill us. So how can you combat that?
So you kind of brought up a couple minutes ago. Is there ever in the future? Is there any way to go forward to repair that?
I don't think so. I don't think so because if I'm doing what you tell me to do and you still kill me, what else can I do? If I don't do what you tell me to do, he was resisting or she was resisting or being disordered. So now I'm standing here, my hands up, I'm not doing anything. The kid in Chicago that got shot was walking away from the cops and they shot him in the back. And tried to say he's walking towards them, and clearly the video you could see he was walking away from the cops, like a teenager, black kid of course, walking away from the cops. You shot him up in the back. So we're non-threatening. You know what I'm saying? We're hands are up, etc. We don't have weapons. We say fucking yes sir and no sir for what? You know what I'm saying? I got to live you all this respect, but now you don't respect me. You don't return. You know what I'm saying? You don't return the respect.
You know, the funniest thing is, a few days ago, you know how on Facebook you show you your memories, right?
Yeah.
I posted a video 5 years ago. Video showed showed a white guy and a black guy both interacting with the cops, right? Black guy, cops are doing something, they have a disagreement, they're going back and forth. Guy tries to turn around and run from the cops, right? Shoots him in the back, boom, 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 right? Within 2 minutes of them having an interaction, right? Next video, white guy gets into it with the cops, charges at the cop, fights the cop. Cop has weapons drawn, never pulls trigger, right? So then he gets to the point, he hops in the police vehicle
And takes off.
and drives around in circles, tries to barrel the police officer down, still never pulled a trigger.
I seen a video where a cop ran.
That's the same
The white
one.
dude. That was the one.
Yeah,
I'm like, you're the cop. You ain't got your taser out. But if I walk towards you expeditiously, you gonna shoot me in the fucking face a couple times.
And without
Without question.
without no question, no
Target
call,
practice.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Target practice. So there is no, Gordon, to answer your question honestly, there is no way to fix it, bro. There is no way to fix it. If we comply, we die. We don't comply, we die twice. In the media and of course physically. So it's bullshit, bro. I mean, what do you want us to do? You want us to go back to the fields? Huh? You want us to go back to raising your kids? You want us to go back to black mom breastfeeding white kids? You want us to go back to that, getting raped by a master? Is that what you want?
Yeah, that's what they want.
All right, I said it. Where's it at?
DJ J Millie.
So, anyway, man. Oh, I didn't mean to get that far. That's Ryan's fault, yo. Thanks for making us sound smart, Ryan.
All right, so 10 minutes, right? Say, I don't know if either one of you guys are, with or against furs and stuff like that, right? But say you have a fur on, right? And you're a big time celebrity, right? You step out your car in your limo and you have all these PETA activists out there, right? And they run up on you. What do you do?
As long as they don't touch me, I'm cool.
Ryan, you got a nice 3/4 length fur on, you know.
You got that alpaca on, baby.
Gotta block this.
I think I'm with Jamal. Just don't touch me. There's ways to confront that without, assaulting somebody or their property.
Voice your opinion. You know what I'm saying? Voice your opinion. Just don't put your hands on me. And we good. Now, if you put your hands on me and there's 5 of y'all, one of y'all gonna catch the business. I'm talking like I'm gonna beat the dog shit out of you, and then whatever happens after that. But one of y'all gonna catch it. It is what it is.
The reason why I asked that question, right? Lil' Kim was going somewhere to press for her new album, whatever, right? She didn't even have a fur on. Fur activists said, "Oh, you wear furs and all that sort of stuff." Ran up on her, right? So at first, her bodyguards and security and stuff like this try to step in, like, "Hey, move back, blah blah blah. Let's just get to where we're going." One lady she wouldn't stop. She was just overly persistent, right? And in that instance, that's when you see Brooklyn come out.
It's Brooklyn in the house.
Man, look, Kim, she was like, "Yo."
Nah, you good.
Oh, you walk up on me one more time, it's gonna be a problem, right? So then the lady's like, "Oh, so you threaten me now?"
Yep.
You were just in my face popping off. So now the
Question. What was she? That's a legit question. What was she?
What do you think?
I need to hear you say what was she?
Betty White.
All right. So and this is the funny shit, right? This is the funny shit. And I seen this happen to me firsthand, right? I'm chilling. Didn't say a word. Dude walks up to, I'm gonna get to the whole story, but dude walks up to me on some bullshit. I go to the bouncer because I know the minute I raise my voice, it's a wrap. I go to the bouncer and say, "Look, man, I don't know what's wrong with this dude. He's bugging. I don't want to shout out. I don't want to, you know what I'm saying? I don't want no shit to pop up in your club. I'm in Canada. TDY, I'm in Canada. I don't want no shit to pop up in your club." The bouncer looked at me and said, what did he say? "You better chill out or you getting kicked out." I'm like, you seen the bullshit. You heard the dude come. I'm standing there chilling. You seen the dude walk up on me for no reason. But you tell me you're going to kick me out and you're not going to kick Buddy White out. You know what I'm saying? And that shit happens so much to where I've seen, not just for black folks, but minorities in general, I've seen white folks push people, and then when they react, "Are you threatening me? Are you threatening me? I'm going to call them." You came to me. You came up to me. I'm chilling. I'm grilling on. I'm in the park grilling. You decided to call the cops on me. You can't interrupt my space. I didn't say nothing to you. I didn't even know you existed till just now. But you come to me wanting to provoke some bullshit. You get the reaction that you want, and now you're the victim. You know what I'm saying? And now you're the victim. So at that point, male or female, you're not male or female. You're just you're an agitator. Now I need to remove the agitation from my life.
I brought up a story the other day, right? It was a black mom with a black daughter, right? And then there was a Jewish lady. They were in Target. Jewish lady. All right, you're the kid, right? All over the.
Oh no. Oh no. All over. You will not be doing that.
All over.
Oh no.
All over the lady's kid, right? And the mom was like, "Yo, like, say excuse me. You don't have to be reaching over my daughter like that."
Exactly.
Jewish lady, cause on camera, starts playing victim, right? So then she was like, "Well, why are you getting so angry, whatever?" Like, "Look, man, don't be doing it to my kid." And so then, the mom was from New York, right? So here comes the New York accent. "Yo, I knock your whole head off," right? So they go back and forth, right? So boom, camera stops. Then camera comes back on. Now Jewish lady is sitting in her car. She's like, "I can't believe an establishment like Target will allow these type of things to happen, where a Jewish lady can't even go inside Target." And
What the? What the hell does her being Jewish have to do with anything?
It had
You
absolutely.
were a rude individual. Bottom line. You rude, yo. Excuse me, takes you a second, excuse me. Hey man, I'm just trying to get this. Now, if I reach over your kid, I'm the predator. This big black guy has touched my kid when I'm trying to get to the Fruit Loops. You know what I'm saying? And that's that victim bullshit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You take a situation to where it could have been settled in a matter of you just saying, excuse me, or hey, I'm trying to get to, you know what I'm saying? And I'm so sick of, and I'm guilty of this shit too, I feel myself being overly nice to white people. Overly nice. Like overly excuse me. Overly trying to come off as non-threatening, overly trying to smile, overly trying to, you know what I'm saying, trying to watch my surroundings because, shit, if I sneeze, I might catch one in the ass, pause. You know what I'm saying?
That's that feel.
That's the feel nigga mentality.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And it is what it is. And I shouldn't have to walk around feeling like that because I feel like if I bump into Miss Susie, you know what I'm saying, I say, excuse me, she might follow her damn chair and said I pushed her down and beat her up.
Like old buddy, like the little kid or whatever. He was in his with his mom in the store
In New York, the bodega.
Yeah, in his backpack.
Yeah, touch the lady's butt.
Yeah, then you trying to say that the little buddy had groped her, and she came out later and said, yeah, you know, I was lying.
Because it came on video. It was on video. The video showed that the little boy like turned or something or walked past her and it was his backpack.
How long has Emmett Till been gone?
She's still alive.
No, Emmett Till.
Right, but the lady that said that shit is still alive.
Yeah, that was almost mirror of the Emmett Till situation. Lady accused him of whistling
at her.
and so yeah, that could have ruined that kid's life, man, for no reason.
Exactly, bro. And that's the. Let me stop, man.
All right, I have a question.
What's up?
All right, so y'all know who Matt Lauer is, right?
Creepy McCreepers in his
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so he had one of his former co-workers come out and say that he raped her, or whatever, right? Okay, but here's the caveat in it, though, right?
Right.
They had multiple sexual relations, right?
Mm-hmm.
She didn't claim rape until he put in the one that stinks.
Not the one that we.
Yep.
But you know what though? Being that I have to work kind of side by side with sexual assault squad, they want to call it.
Right.
Y'all can have consent. Like every time you have sex, it has to be consensual. It has to be consensual.
Okay.
It has to be.
Hold on.
She can have sex 100 times. On 101st time, she can say, "Yeah, you raped me."
But let me add this though. They had sex again afterwards.
But it was consensual that time. That's the law, bro. As jacked up as it may sound, that's the law. We could pause. Me and a female could have sex on Monday. Have sex again on Tuesday, but she didn't really want to. She just kind of did it because she felt like I made her do it. On Wednesday, she was horny and wanted to have sex. She can come back and say on Tuesday, I raped her. You better know it, fam. She can come back on Tuesday and say, yeah, you raped me. Because it wasn't consensual. But Wednesday was. Now, in our minds, right, it's like...
What type of peanut butter and jelly is that,
That's
bro?
the law, bro. That's the law. That is the law. Monday and Wednesday was consensual. Tuesday wasn't. Now, it may not be considered an all-out rape unless it's like really like beat her up and just took it. But it still would be considered rape because she felt like she was coerced and pressured into having sex with him.
And people don't think I'm siding with Matt Lauer. I'm just playing.
No, I'm just saying.
No, there's a lot that goes into that
Yeah.
too. I mean, like, so he's making. I know I'm not getting the number right, but it's like 20. He's making a lot. He's making millions of dollars for
$1 billion.
NBC. A lot. So with that comes power and authority. Power and authority. I mean, if I don't know what position she was within the NBC company, but there's just a lot that goes into that. There's layers and nuances to the personal relationship, the professional relationship. I don't know. And
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, there was a little mini series that came on Showtime about the dude from Fox.
Oh yeah,
Rupert
Murdoch.
Rupert
Murdoch.
He worked for Rupert Murdoch.
Ailes. Was it Ailes?
Roger Ailes.
Yes.
Roger Ailes. It's on Showtime, bro. When I say this shit is excellent, like Ailes was a motherfucker, dog. Pardon my French. Ailes was crazy, son. He won one of his.
They bring him up. Have you seen the movie Vice? Sorry to take another tangent, but
Nah, you good.
the movie Vice about Dick Cheney with you guys were talking about Batman. Christian Bale.
I haven't seen it.
Goes full Dick Cheney.
Really?
Yes, and they talk about basically the conservative movement in America, and he gets a bit piece in there. The character of Ailes does.
Right.
But they tell you how he'd been pitching the idea of Fox News since like the Reagan administration.
Right, and that's what the show was about on Showtime. I'm gonna have to look it up, but that's what the show's about. It was how Fox News came about, and it's basically Roger Ailes.
Okay.
But it got into more of the sexual side of him. Like he made one of his mistresses, I guess. So like she was a slave. Hey, you're not going on this trip. Stay home. Or, hey, you're not coming with me to California. You're staying here. I'm going so-and-so. Like, one time, I believe, she was in the airport. Bags packed, because she was his assistant. Bags packed. He said, nah, you're not going. So here she is all planned out, thinking, you know what I'm saying? He waited till she got to the airport and was like, nah, you good. No matter if I'm going to look it up. You got to watch it, bro. It's like, I think it's like 6 or 7 episodes. It moves pretty fast, but Roger Ailes was a beast, bro. And not in a good way. He was a beast, dog. Like he used that power, bro. Quid pro quo was real, son. I'm about to look. Let me look up this show right quick. Y'all go ahead, man.
Did y'all see the Florida parents who turned in their teen after finding 24 bombs in her room?
No.
Oh, I missed that one.
Yeah, it was. She was a young teen. It was a female too. She had 24 homemade bombs in her room that her parents walked in on, and she had a couple of assault rifles as well.
Sorry, the loudest voice. It's called The Loudest Voice. Watch it, bro.
I'll check that out.
You'll watch it in one day because it's just.
What's
that
the platform?
good.
You said Showtime?
Yeah, it's on Showtime. I'm sure you could probably stream it from something now if
Yeah.
you have Showtime, whatever. It's called The Loudest Voice.
Okay.
Bro. Yeah. So, but yeah, that's how many bombs?
24.
Did she say she had like an intent? Well, I mean, I know she did. Clearly, you're not just sitting on bombs, but
Yeah, she was about to light. I think her school on fire.
That's crazy.
when did this start? Like the whole
Columbine.
Was there one before Columbine? Well, you saw they just had one in where did it? They just had a shooting. Somewhere overseas.
Japan.
Japan.
There was a shooting in Japan.
Japan.
It was either early this morning or yesterday morning. 4 people were killed.
No. It was last week. It was during a week. Another one. So
Okay, we're talking about different.
yeah, it's
Okay.
was it? But I was saying, was there one before Columbine?
Not that I recall, but I know Columbine is the one that really
Set it off.
set it off, and then you had all the copycats coming.
And that's one of my biggest fears is copycats.
Yeah.
One of my biggest fears in with this whole this domestic terrorism.
That's all it is.
You know what I'm saying? It's
Hong Kong.
copycats, bro. That's one of my biggest freaking fears.
What's the change though? Like, I mean, so what in the '90s, because Columbine was what 98, I think.
Yeah.
So pre '98, what did you do when you were bullied? I'm just asking. I'm not trying to be funny or sarcastic, but like what did you?
You dealt with
You
it.
dealt with. You fought in the schoolyard, or you?
Yeah, meet me at the flagpole at 3 o'clock. It's going down.
I don't know.
So now social media has taken over, and now everybody wants to be. I've never seen so many kids now who claim that they're depressed and they have anxiety, and you see. Let me rewind. Okay, so when we went through basic training, right?
Right.
It was like, whoever your instructor was or whatever, they'd be in your face yelling at you, screaming at you.
That hard ass brim on that hat, son.
And they be poking you right here on your forehead. So So then they went from 6 weeks to 8 weeks basic training, right? During that time, you could start to slowly see that things started getting softer because they had so many kids coming up saying, that they can't take it.
Timeouts and all kind of bullshit.
Yeah, so they had timeout cards. But the thing that transitioned the military was when they had the TIs messing
The
with
assaults.
Oh yeah, that's right down the street. Yeah,
So once that started happening,
that shit came through my office.
really.
Yeah, but that's enough. I'm not saying no more.
Yeah. So then that's when we became a gentler, kinder Air Force, right? And then from there, it kind of just rolled over to everything else.
Well, I'm a transparency, and we talk about social media. Like I'll post shit, and if I don't see a like within a certain time, I get a little like, damn, why nobody like my shit?
Too controversial.
No bullshit. Straight up. No, I mean like even like my flyers or where I want to be, you know what I'm saying, or I post just promotional stuff.
Right.
I'd be like, damn, why? So if I'm thinking that as a 42-year-old man, imagine what a 16, 15,
Right.
13, 12-year-old is thinking like, hey, I just posted this video, yada, 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 and nobody liked it. Now, I'm old enough to know like, but bruh, seriously, son? You know what I'm saying? I'm old enough to check myself. But
That meme with the dude's in the mirror looking at himself.
yeah, exactly. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So I'm old enough to check myself. As a kid, their mental capacity is not there yet. You know what I'm saying? So they posting. No one's liking. Now nobody likes me. Now I'm a loner. Now my life is ruined because I don't have a certain number of likes. Crazy, and I'm a grown ass man. I'm just putting it out there. You know what I'm saying?
It makes sense because it's. I saw something that Gary Vee put out. Gary Vaynerchuk.
Yeah.
He's put up different pieces of content regarding this and how he thinks that Instagram should go away from having likes as a thing. It would cause people to just put the content out and not gear it towards the likes and just put it out because it's good, because you like it and you dig it. Maybe there's something to that. I kind of wanted to ask this though. Do you think? Because I hear what you're saying about, one side is just generationally as a society, are we getting softer? The other side to that, my argument to that is, or just to play devil's advocate, is, are we developing more as a society where we are trying to be more understanding of mental health or bullying, making it more, like acknowledging it. I mean, I'm glad I never got in a fight. I never got in a fight as a kid. I just did, I think my mom told me one time, you just need to get in a fight one time. And I'm like, Mom, you don't know I'm going to get tore up. I'm tall. I use my height to my advantage.
I don't know if it was in a movie or someone said, you learn a lot about yourself after you get your ass whooped.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I swear I wish I remember where I heard that from, but you say you learn a lot about yourself after you get your ass whooped.
Hopefully you're not going to die from it.
You
deal with it.
You can bounce back like, my life isn't over because I got my ass whooped. You know what I'm saying? And to answer your question, I believe, as far as us getting softer, I feel like we don't want to let this younger generation go through anything. We don't want to let them see like, hey, it's okay to get your heart broke. It's okay to not succeed at this one particular thing. Keep trying. To keep trying attitude, to keep trying motivation is slowly but surely drifting away. Because now everybody gets a participation trophy. Now everybody gets a ribbon. Oh, we're all great. No, you're okay. That team is great because they bust your ass. You know what I'm saying? That's my opinion.
Because for instance, yesterday my son, they had a football game, right? The team they played haven't given up a touchdown all year. Not one touchdown the whole year. My son's team got smacked. And those kids were out there, they were bigger, they were stronger, they were faster. And you could just see them immediately as soon as they took the field. When they seen those, mind you, it was an all-black team, right? And them dudes were smacking them, right? And immediately you seen, I would say, 85-90% of the team tuck their tails between their legs. because they wasn't used to having to fail. And then so you would see the parents, or some of the teen moms who were trying to coddle the kids.
No,
let
them take this. That's the problem.
And then
that's the damn problem.
And these kids, they would get hit and start crying. What you crying for? You take hits every day in practice.
I remember. I had older cousins that would whoop my ass, yo, and be like, "You better not cry." That shit translates in life.
Yeah.
Because life is gonna beat your ass. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. That shit translates in life. And shout out to my older cousins, punch me in the stomach. You know what I'm saying? DDTs. You know what I'm saying? Elbows, leg drops, all that other bullshit that you see on TV. Figure fours, cobra clutches, sleeper holes. And the figure four hurts, son. That shit really hurts.
So in order to make it, long story less long or whatever, right?
Fuck, though.
So at the end of the game, coach, he calls Akir and another kid named Elijah, right? Calls him up and say, "Hey, take your helmets off. Come up here and stand by me." So all the other kids are just looking like, what is coach is going to say? He said, "You see these two kids right here? They show heart the whole game."
They ain't graphic. You just said that because that's your son.
Dead.
Whatever, yeah.
Dead. my man is great. Your nephew is great. You know what I'm saying? So hey, don't be bugging me for that ticket to go.
I ain't nothing to bug. I'm there, son. Friends and family.
Like all them donuts on the phone.
Damn right. I need payback for the donuts.
But anyway, he was like, look, he said these two kids, they didn't stop or whatever, right? They showed hard from beginning to end. We were already beat, and they kept playing as hard as possible. Why can't y'all do that or whatever, right? So it
starts at home, bro.
So it made me start thinking. I'm like, look, I said, Cam, I'm like, you're addressing the wrong people. I said, after you talk to these kids, you need to go talk to the parents. Call a parent meeting, get all these parents out here, because this is what happens. During the week, they have practice, right? Half the team don't show. Half the team don't show on Monday, the other half don't show on Tuesday. Then it's a mix on Thursday, then Saturday's game.
Everybody there.
Everybody's there. Everybody wants to play. But you don't know what to do because you ain't been at practice all week. Yep. And it ain't like we have like enough kids where we have two sides. So some of these kids having to play both ways the whole game. And then if you have kids who haven't been there all week, and then you've had one set of kids practice on one position all week, then you can't put the kids who ain't been there all week because they don't know what they have to do. So now you got to move that kid, and so everything they worked on all the way throughout the week,
window.
It's completely out the window.
And I remember even me coming up. I remember my mom used to say, "If you come back in here with your ass whooped, I'm whooping your ass." My mom used to say, rest in peace, "I better not ever hear nothing about you. I don't want you to start no fight. Don't start no fight. We don't do that. But I better not ever hear you come back in this house saying you got your ass whooped. Because I'm going to beat your ass and I'm going to send you back out there and you better get right.
You better win or you don't come back in until you get that done."
And I'm not an advocate of violence. I'm not an advocate of fighting, but I am an advocate of stand up for yourself, bro. Pop that motherfucker in the mouth one time. I guarantee you, your whole school year will be different. Now you might lose, but I guarantee you that shit won't happen. Matter of fact, that might be best friend. That might be the best. You might just make the best friend for life. Because now he gotta respect you.
Yeah, Mike Tyson said it best. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the mouth.
Exactly. And I've been busting I done had my shit bust rock. Pause.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I had to stop my
but damn. You know what I'm saying? I done some rocking pause and I done rock, you know what I'm saying? I done got it. It is what it is. It builds character. You know what I'm saying? But nowadays is, you like my picture. You like my picture. You didn't accept my friend request. Follow me back. You know what I'm saying? Fuck or follow. Stand up for yourself. Go outside, get your clothes dirty. Go tear your jeans up. Make me mad at you for ripping your good shoes.
And see, that's another thing. Like the one thing that you don't see anymore. You don't see kids playing outside.
No, you don't. I don't think it's going to change, to be honest. That sounds super negative, but I just like you look at the way technology is. Like it's what is going to
I'm sorry.
I was just like, what's going to put kids outside? Mm-hmm. What? I mean, because everything now is in your hand. Everything.
And youth sports is diminished. It's dropped tremendously. And with this new e-gaming shit,
That's all it is.
me, shout out to boy Chesney, we was in Korea, right? I went to visit him in Osan. We went to Seoul for the weekend, whatever, chilling. We went to this mall, right? And we saw this big ass theater. So like, man, let's go check it out. Just exploring. When I say like, you've been to Evo, you've been to the movie theaters. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When I say it was a theater full of people watching these dudes play a game, it was a theater full, bro. Like Avengers just came out.
Didn't they just build an E arena in Philly, or they're going to?
I wouldn't doubt it.
I think it's like $25 million, something like that.
I wouldn't doubt
That's
it.
crazy.
So we walked in, we was like, and all we seen was like dudes just playing it, whoever was playing the game, and everybody was just like, I'm like, are you freaking serious? Bro, and this was 2012.
Jeez, I can't relate. I can't.
You know what I'm saying?
Teach their own. I can't. I don't
this
know.
This is 2012.
I
So
can't
I'm
relate.
thinking, I'm like, because the theater looked dope. It looked dope. It was right outside the mall. It looked dope. You know what I'm saying? So we walked in. I was like, yo, these niggas playing a game. And I mean, they like glued, like quiet. Like,
Like they're watching the
Yeah.
like a tennis match at Wimbledon or something.
bro, like they in the movie watching the Avengers. Like, into America, I do some dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? They was like literally programmed into watching that game. Those gamers, bro.
Crazy.
Nuts.
Crazy.
Yeah, man, but it's only gonna get worse, bro. The e-game. I mean, hey, they some schools are giving out scholarships for that shit now. E-gaming, son.
Man, I guess you can find ways to make it a positive.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, but it's just like, man, you need oxygen. You need the sun to hit your skin, bro. You need that vitamin D. Pause. You know what I'm saying? You need that. But to be cooped up in the house all day.
It's crazy.
Anyway, so let's talk about this. Gonna bring us into our China topic. Did y'all hear about? Let me see if I can find it right quick. A couple was escorted from a Sixers game for holding up a free Hong Kong sign.
No.
It was at a Sixers game,
Yeah, I seen that.
holding up a free Hong Kong sign, and it's on tape, it's on video, and security came and escorted them out the Sixers arena in Philly on U.S. soil.
I think that's inappropriate.
On U.S. soil.
You're an American citizen. You're allowed. Where was the hate speech? There was no hate speech. It wasn't inciting a riot.
All it said was
wasn't
free.
harming.
All it said was free. All the sign was a green sign written in black, said "Free Hong Kong." That's it.
Okay, so the NBA is a private entity. I'm trying to get
Right,
trying to understand
both
this.
sides, both sides.
You're a private entity. You're in the arena, so you're in their product. You're in their space. They have the right, I guess, as a private entity, to say you can do or
Right.
not do what.
I'm rolling.
Well,
But as an American,
but-
I would think that trumps that.
Hang on, T. As fans can tell players, fuck you. I fucked your mom. Your mom stinks. Your wife looks like a dog.
Right.
Talk about your kid
Right,
that may
something
be
much
mentally,
more, negative. Yeah,
that
yeah.
may be mentally challenged. You know what I'm saying? They can go and research your whole life.
Yeah.
Talk about your dad that passed away 3 years ago. They, as a fan, they can do all of that.
Yeah.
But you mean to tell me I cannot hold a free Hong Kong sign up in an arena?
This is America. you got that?
Get your money.
make it great again, right?
Right? You know what I'm saying? So I can say, as a fan, I can say all of that, right? I can say all of that. I can talk about people's families, etc. I can do all of that, but I can't, you know what I'm saying, say free Hong Kong.
I think that's wrong. I don't understand why that's an issue.
Right.
I don't understand why it's an issue. I mean, obviously, we're in a state now in the last week with everything that's gone on that it's going to be a topic that's going to linger at least this season. So people are going to have things to say, whether it's the celebrity NBA player or the owner or the general manager or the everyday fan in the stands. When you start setting precedents, you're going to remove people from venues. That's a dangerous tightrope, high wire act to try and walk across because you're setting bad precedents.
Exactly.
Setting a bad precedent
So
in America.
This all stemmed from that tweet that I forgot the guy's name. I didn't write it down. My fault. But this all stems from that tweet of him
Daryl
saying,
Morey.
Yeah.
Yep.
Of him about him wanting to liberate Hong Kong, except in China, and it's so sad to watch the NBA basically bow down to China, bro. In my opinion, what do you think about that?
It's a lot of money.
I wasn't talking to you. I'm talking out of
I'm just saying, it's a billion people in China,
Right.
And they looking at you like, yo, that's a lot of lost revenue.
It is, and I would ask this because I was watching. I think it's the breakdown on ESPN. They were talking about how this actually could affect what the NBA needs to do is have meetings with their superstars because they're the ones that could directly be impacted. The Dame Lillards and even the Kobe's and the D Wades, even the retired players. Yeah, they're making a lot because they make their yearly tours over there and they sell sneakers. So how does this impact them? I mean, obviously, it's one of them things where you got to say, is it about money or is it about something bigger than money? And, each person got to answer that to themselves.
Right.
I mean, it's easy for me, somebody that doesn't make, $5 million a year off of shoes to be like, oh, it's more than money because that's not on the line for me,
Exactly. You're absolutely right.
But I do think that it's like, I think you owe the human population of the world that consideration because you've gotten to a point if you're Kobe and D Wade or you're Adam Silver of the NBA you're at that point where you have an impact, you have a social impact. It's not just about sports now because life is more than sports, and so now you can actually have an impact on how people do business, what is acceptable. You're going to try to silence our brand in your country. That's fine. We're going to pull our $1 billion industry and we're going to put it into Lithuania. We're going to put it into Rwanda. We're going to put it into Mexico. What other, name the country, you can do it because you've done it in China.
Right.
So does the NBA, I think that there is something to American values as far as the amendments we're given, free speech. I don't think that you can just say what. I think there's a lot to this.
Right. Yeah.
I'm not trying to take over the mic.
No, bro, you a guest, bro. This is your show. Do what you want to do. We good.
The other side of that is just because you're an American and you have those freedoms and those liberties and you can say what you want.
Yeah.
It's not like that in other countries.
Facts.
So you can't necessarily get entirely angry at China because that's not how they do things.
Right, facts.
Do we agree with how they do things?
No.
No.
Right.
But that's how they do things.
Right. And my thing is too, you can't do that. But the NBA as an entity itself, they say, look, this is our game, bro.
Yep.
We brought our game to y'all.
Absolutely.
Y'all didn't bring basketball to us. Y'all follow us. And the thing that's crazy is a lot of people don't know that part of Yao Ming's contract went to the Chinese government.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Part of his contract, if I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong, but I do believe part of that contract he had when he was in Houston went to the Chinese government. So that just goes to show how the Chinese government and the NBA are intertwined. You know what I'm saying? Because he had to, he couldn't become American. Like, one of the agreements was when Yao Ming came over, he wanted to be an American citizen. They was like, you want to go play basketball in China? I mean, and in Houston, you'll play in Houston for the length of your contract. We'll get part of your contract, but if you cannot become an American citizen.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Because think about if Yao Ming would have been an American citizen. Do you know the flocks?
Oh, yeah, that would have been bad. That
You
would
know
have been
what
bad
I'm
for business for them.
Exactly.
That would have been bad for business.
So they was like, nah. So that's, to me, it goes all the way back to that time when, Yao Ming was the big phenomenon back then, a few years ago. And now, to me, that's all intertwined. That's why the NBA is like, oh, no, we've helped build this big market through Yao Ming to you know what I'm saying, to bolster ourselves over into China. And now that our freaking tweet that wasn't even malicious. It just said liberation for whatever. I can see if it said F Hong Kong, F China, F whatever. But it was just a liberate, and they took the tweet so to heart or so harshly that now we're going through all this to where we're tap dancing to try to keep our links to China. I don't agree with it.
I think it also speaks to the ignorance that just in general that Americans have about the intertwinings of conflict between other countries.
I can agree. I can see that.
So I mean, like him putting that out there, we don't have a problem with it.
Right.
Free speech, cool. But it's
right.
almost like when we talked about a couple weeks ago being there's subcultures within cultures in America.
Right.
So think about what if somebody said something about the Confederacy in America? Right? Now, not entirely the same thing. I'm going to say that.
Right.
But it's about there is still a conflict within people that want to pay honor, right? I mean, I used to live in Virginia growing up. There are still these statues, you know what I'm saying? And I mean, a lot of us were like mind blown by that, but that's still a thing.
Right.
So when you go to the Hong Kong China thing, and if you even bring in Taiwan to that, I mean, there's conflict between China saying you belong to us, and Taiwan's like, no, we're our own country. So I think when we as Americans say stuff, and you're free to say that, but there's gonna be repercussions, man. And you don't, and I don't. I mean, I'm not Chinese. I'm not from that part of the world. I don't fully understand what like the emotional ties to that stuff. But I think that I don't know. I just think people in those seats and those platforms, when they say stuff, you got to realize your word carries weight.
Yeah, you're right. You know what? You're absolutely right, because even what I just said was me not thinking of my tweet was that malicious. May not be just because of
the intent probably wasn't. He was probably saying, "Hey, free Hong Kong, man, because we're free in America. We know what this feels like. We want that for you too."
You're absolutely right. I didn't even take into consideration how another country would take that. So you're absolutely right.
Now, if I'm the NBA though, I would pull from China, and I would put it into another Asian country like Japan or Korea, where you already have a strong following, and grow it, and let China see what they're missing out on.
Exactly. Because money talks, man, and bullshit runs a marathon, bro. So,
I remember we did a goodwill game when I was stationed in Japan, and we played a game against some high school kids out in it was way out there, and we're talking to the kids, and they're learning English, and so they were excited to talk to us, and we're saying this is the time when LeBron was in Miami. We're like, what's your favorite team? Oh, I love the Miami Heat.
Course, yeah,
they're like, well, who's your favorite player? I'm thinking D-Wade, Chris Bosh, or LeBron.
Nah.
Mario Chalmers. I'm like, what?
Wow.
If kids in rural Japan know who Mario Chalmers is, right there, you have a love for the game. So feed that, man. I would say pull your industry for 2 or 3 years from China, let them see what they're missing, and give it to other people.
I agree with that. Damn, I agree with that. So
Mario Chalmers, shout out.
It felt like the last shout out he had.
You want to get into sports? You want to get into a little bit of the poly alley?
Let me just run through a few music things real quick.
I forgot about music, because I want to get into Cassidy dying and T.I. versus Iggy Azalea, son.
That's music. All right, so first things first, record label 10K Projects.
Yeah, but
allegedly signed 6ix9ine to a $10 million deal. It is for 2 albums, 1 English album, one Spanish album.
I'm not surprised, bro. But the thing is, like I said, but what is he going to rap about? It's all been gang bang, gang. You know what I'm saying?
Treyway.
Gang shit. You know what I'm saying? It's always been that. So now what are you gonna you be yelling Treyway? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So what are you gonna rap about? But to me, I feel like I was thinking about this in the car the other day. So I almost crashed. You know, it hurts for me to think. But to me, I think they're setting a precedent to where it's going to be a lot more. There's always been snitching, but now snitch is going to be the thing to do. Because if he snitched, think about that viral virus, right? Think about hearts and likes, right? So if he snitched, is he getting 10 million? What other rapper?
I was like, y'all gave it to him.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's going to. That's going to be on his caliber, because that's spacious. 6ix9ine was on his way out of here, son. 6ix9ine was about to be that dude. You know what I'm saying? Regardless if we liked it or not, the kids liked it. So now the kids who his audience was, they don't give a shit about street rules. They don't give a shit about
all
snitching.
they want is music.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? They can care less. So there's going to be a pattern of, I think, people, of artists that are going to blow up or already blown up, that may have ties to the streets. Like, yo, this fool got 10, I can get 12, I can get 11, I can get 15.
I get 15, I get
and
20.
I'm telling my mom. My mom beat me when I was 10, yo. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling everybody, so I'm not surprised, bro. I'm not. It just seems like that's going to be there. Whoever the puppet master is got smart.
Right.
Whoever the puppet master is got smart. Like, hey, we're going to make this kid blow up. We're going to allow this kid to blow up. We're going to make him snitch. Once he snitches, we're going to give him a record deal. And now it's going to create a freaking domino effect
Because now
snitch rap.
Because now everybody's going to want to hear what he's rapping about.
Exactly.
So
I'm curious. I'm like, okay, so what is a 6ix9ine record going? How you gonna go from get the blicky, yo? So, fam, you never really got the blicky. So now what are you gonna get?
He had me a believer, bro.
Are you serious?
No.
You stupid believer.
Let me see. Dennis Graham says Drake lied about their relationship.
You hear about that, Ron?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, he said he was there, and Drake's dad. Dennis
Yeah.
Graham, he's like he was there, and I was not the absentee father that Drake said I was.
And he said that Drake told him, "Yo, I'm just saying that just so I can sell records."
So how would you feel?
I
guess is he getting residuals off of this?
I'm sure Drake takes care of his dad.
I would think so.
Quite sure.
I would think so.
Me personally, I'd probably let it ride. What's it hurting?
Keep the gravy train moving.
Right.
We seen Dennis Graham on the gram.
I could live here or I could live there.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what you did. I'm quite sure ain't nobody run up to you saying, "Hey, you a deadbeat dad." I seen the young ones on your arm, son. Live your life.
Keep it moving.
Exactly.
Don't mess up a good thing. Like
exactly.
The one thing you never want to do is stop the money.
Don't mess up the money. Don't fuck up the bag. Don't mess up the bag.
BET Hip Hop Awards. Did you watch it?
Nah, I only watched the battle.
I didn't.
I watched the battle with.
It was a whole lot better as far as the flow of it, but everything was twerk, 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 twerk. Minus a couple of other ciphers.
You know how I feel about hip hop, bro. So it's it's hard for me.
And the sad thing, the best cipher was the comedians.
Really?
It was Just Hilarious, Chico Bean, Carlos Miller, and Afion Crockett.
Avion, but they all hilarious. They all funny though.
No, Afion, if he wanted to, he could be a rapper.
Yeah, he been like that. We went and saw him at the
Comedy
joint.
joint,
Yeah.
Now, like,
He's a military brat too.
Yeah,
Salute. You see it, military brats. Brian's a military brat too.
Okay.
Yeah.
He was nice, like nice.
Really?
Nice.
I'm gonna go on YouTube. and watch it.
Just Hilarious, and you can fast forward to her part, but Carlos and Chico.
Yeah, I did see their parts. That was funny.
Yeah, they did it.
I saw it on Instagram. Yeah.
Yeah, but
Let's see.
yeah, and get well soon to Aerosmith.
Yeah, they say there's no broken bones, so that's a good thing. So he should be able to
recover.
make a full recovery. Yeah, thank God. Yeah, good.
Did you see the car?
I saw the video.
Oh, I ain't see it.
I saw the photo.
I saw the video, yo.
It's nuts.
Yeah, the car was crazy. But yeah, I'm basically tapped.
So since you talk about music, man, you didn't hear what T.I. said about Iggy Azalea?
That he's still trying to fix that.
The biggest blunder on. I'm like, why she sold 48 million records? How is that a blunder? She sold 48 million records worldwide. Yeah. I'm like, hey Iggy, stay overseas and get your money.
Get your bag.
Get your bud at. As long as that little small Grand Hustle stamp on there, she's her own entity.
Yeah.
She really don't need T.I. Let's keep it real. She's built. She's Australian. She's white. You know what I'm saying? So she really don't need. She has a following. She really don't need. And she's not. She's easy on the eyes. Let's keep it honest. She's beautiful. You know what I'm saying? So you just sit back.
What is it?
Do you hear Akon talk about Lady Gaga?
Never.
But guess who's behind Lady Gaga?
Akon.
Exactly. Have you seen Akon on a Lady Gaga track?
Nope.
Exactly. But when you look at the lineups, what does it say? Akon convict music.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Why not be smart, yo? You know what I'm saying? Why not be smart? Like, just be smart. Just get the money and, hey, all right, Iggy, go do your thing. I don't gotta make records with you. I don't gotta promote you. You can promote. You
all I gotta do is check my bank account.
Exactly. That's all you gotta do. That's all you got. Show up to the Grand House meeting every year, and that's it. I don't get it, bro. Anyway, but you see, I think that's one of my last topics. You see, Giuliani's folks getting arrested, son.
Bring them all in, baby. Line them up, knock them down.
And my thing is this. So everybody's around me getting arrested. Hey, they're trying to flip somebody. And when they flip somebody, guess who's getting the next knock on the door, son?
Man, I'd be glad.
Rudolph.
I'd be glad when they
Rudolph,
get
let
him.
me holler at you right quick, homie.
I'd be glad when they get him.
Dong dong.
Exactly. What's that shit? The SVU shit. Rudolph, let me holler at you, fam. You are next contestant on. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man. That's all I had, bro. That is all I had. Hey, Brian, you got anything you want to add? Man, anything you want to say before we close this thing out, bro?
So somebody sent me a message earlier this week. They were the person was quite troubled, but it's in regards to something that T.I. had said on a show where he said that only Nicki or Lil Kim could be in the top 50 rappers.
I meant to get on T.I.'s list. You didn't see T.I.'s list? I'm not, bro.
There's a lot of questions I have on here. I never would have thought Andre 3000 would be 13th. I thought he'd been higher. But I was curious what your thoughts are.
The only thing about 3 Stacks, he never put out a solo project.
That's hard for me to put
Really?
3,000 on my list, bro.
I can respect it.
You know what I'm saying? Because
A lot of this other stuff I can't respect though.
and you know what? I hate the fact the way our podcasts come out because I listen to a lot of other podcasts. So you tend to agree with some of their thoughts, but then you want to sound like you're stealing it.
Sure,
you know what I'm saying? So I was listening to Joe Button podcast, and it was like, this can't be a lyrical based thing, lyrically based. It can't be.
Okay.
It has to be artist based, meaning overall artists like sales, etc.
Okay.
If you're talking about lyrics, I can't put 3,000 on and too high on my list.
Can I run through some real quick? I don't know if we're pressed for time. All right, I'm gonna get your take.
No, we good, bro.
We good, bro.
Is Eminem lower than Drake?
Lyrically,
no.
lyrically, Eminem's not even on my list.
But isn't he one of the biggest sellers of all time?
But see, there's a difference.
That's what I'm asking.
That's artist shit. That ain't lyric shit.
Like he's past Elvis and like the Beatles
You know
type
what I'm
stuff.
saying? That's artists. Yes, Eminem's a top 5 artist.
Okay.
Maybe the top artist.
Okay.
Artists, with 2 different things. Lyrically, Eminem's not very high on my list, bro.
Okay.
No. Dennis, no. He's just not. I'm sorry. To me, if he's not the most overrated, he's right up there. He's 1B.
Okay.
He's so overrated to me, bro. And this ain't no diss to Eminem. It's just how I feel.
Yeah.
It's my opinion.
Kendrick at 18, below people like Lauryn Hill.
Lauryn Hill's not high on my list.
Lauren Hill should be
DMX.
there. Lauren Hill should be that high.
not-
Lauren Hill would be late 40s.
Late is a key word.
My opinion,
Late
my
40s,
opinion,
mid 50s, maybe.
my opinion, you need at least 3 albums.
Okay.
You need.
So that's a part of the criteria.
You need your first album. We want to see. We want the second album to see if it even lives up to that first album, and the third album to see.
You have to have at least one classic.
Yeah, and not even that. The third album to see if you can get past that sophomore jinx. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To see if you can get past that sophomore jinx. That way I have 3 bodies of work to judge you off of. Lauren has 2, rather. The acoustic album, which I'm not rolling with.
You can't
You
really
know what I'm
count
saying?
that.
She had the one classic with the Miseducation, Lauryn Hill. So that was a classic. And then that wasn't all hip-hop. That's a lot of R&B as well.
Yes.
So you can't really make the case for her having a classic hip-hop album when it was both. To me, a hip-hop album is just that, a hip-hop album. There's no R&B on it. That's just my opinion. You know what I'm saying? But there has to be that 3. There has to be, like you said, the classic, and you have to have at least 3 projects.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? 3 at least, just to give it a mic rating, because hey, that's how I grew up, was on mic ratings.
Yeah.
You have your average projects have, and those 3 projects have to be at least 4.5 mics.
Okay. J. Cole at 34?
Way too low.
Yes.
Where would you put him?
Based on my criteria, I would probably have them low teens, early 20s.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Okay. All right, last one.
No, you good, bro. You in a rush.
Nipsey Hussle at 48.
That was a respect thing.
Yeah.
It's not even on the list normally? Or you're saying that?
He's not on my list.
No.
No, and
No.
we're not doing that.
Not at all.
I'm just saying, I'm just saying
No.
he's not on my list, and I'll be honest. I told my Nipsey story before. Did a show with them way back in the day, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But he wasn't on my radar. So yes, his album. What's the name of the album?
Victory Lap.
Victory Lap is fire.
Yeah.
Fire. But if that's all I really got to go off of, I can't put them
not the
in there.
longevity.
Yeah, I can't put them in there. And the same way, and they keep it real with you, if the same with Biggie, right? I have a Biggie bias, but based on my own criteria, Biggie's not really top 10.
What would you put Pun?
Pun, same thing. But Pun only had 2 albums.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The only reason now preference, I'm putting Pac and I'm putting Biggie and Pun above Pac, preference wise. But based on my criteria, Pac goes above Biggie.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So if I ever had to make a list, it'd probably be 3 of them because I'm a hip hop head, so I have my ways of thinking about when it comes to the music. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So that's my opinion on it. Sorry to get that technical about this shit, but it is what it is.
I want to do
A list.
end of year album list though.
Go on. Cause I listen to a lot of bullshit I don't listen to, man. All right, we can do it. I want to do a list though. Now I think about it, I want to take one day, sit down, get the charts out, and just
go through it.
And then we ain't gotta put it out. We can just do it amongst ourselves. I don't want to feel like I'll jump on the bandwagon. But this is something I've been wanting to do, just to have a real.
Yeah, we can do it.
A real
do
list.
like a March Madness type of list.
Between the two of us.
You know what? We can invite a couple different platforms, and can have it and just have it out. We'll have a bunch of artists.
I want to do it
in bracket format, and we'll be like, okay, well, with this one,
that'd be cool.
How many was
that'd
it?
Be cool.
It would be what's the list gonna be? 50, 25?
It would have to be.
Should do 64.
Yeah, it have to be 64.
No, I'm saying, but when we start to rank them.
How do you pick the rankings to begin with?
Okay.
You could just draw out of a hat.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Just draw out of a hat. That'd be terrible if you get two goats next to each other in the first round.
Nas and Jay.
I was gonna say you gotta knock one of them out.
I got a Jay bias, so if Jay ain't number one overall, the reason why I couldn't do that. And sorry, I'm such a Jay-Z fan that no one's beating Jay.
You could do what if you did the regions? You could do them either by decade.
Right.
You could do them by East Coast versus West Coast.
Ryan, you're not listening. Perhaps you didn't hear me.
We're talking.
Okay, my bad.
So yeah, I'm with that. We could go. We could have a East Coast region, West Coast, Midwest, and then down south.
I like that. That'd be real cool.
So from the south, who would be your number one seed?
From the south, but if I have
So you got to think about Texas, right?
Okay.
Mississippi, all of that southern region, even I would say even up through, I guess you could technically say Virginia.
Okay. From the south, I would have to put Rick Ross at number one seed.
Not Face. See, and that's where the artist thing comes in at, because artist wise, you gotta say Ross.
Right.
Ross don't have a bad album, but lyrically, come on, man. Face is, come on, man. His face.
Well, you can go Face 1 and Rick Ross 2.
Right, yeah.
There's really no wrong answer.
Right. But honestly, if I had to pick, I'm picking Ross only because I enjoyed his albums more.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's not a knock on Face, but I enjoyed Ross's albums more. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, that's gonna be a chicken wings and pizza and, and Tito's, Tito's and cranberry day.
Might as well block out about 5 hours.
Exactly. Your day is ruined, yo. Your day is
because we're gonna be arguing like a motherfucker. But I'm down with that. Like invite Ron's podcast on. We could bring in J Boy.
Yeah, that'd be dope. I would love to hear J Boy's argument.
Yeah.
Because I always respect his opinion on hip hop.
Don't be trying to steal our ish either, man.
Oh well, but I did have a song. I forgot which one I was going to play. My boy G sent it to us, so shout out to G. Is it this one? No, I don't think it's this one. Hold on. This is Brandon Banks, Lucy. Was it this one? Oh, I like the beat so far though. Yeah, my boy Gordon sent this to us, so shout out to him. This is fire.
Don't try to fly too high.
Oh.
Not a free word.
Wait a minute, this is fire.
Banished by the sun, but I keep Meet you on the ground, use me how you must.
No, this is not. This ain't it. This ain't it. My apologies.
Ego is your friend,
This ain't
living
it.
by your
Nah.
word.
This ain't it. But this dude named Brandon Banks, yo.
Living by your
This
word.
ain't it.
Well, whoever Brandon Banks in,
Yeah,
that track's
I
fire.
actually heard this on the Joe Budden podcast, and I downloaded it because I wanted to have it. So my fault. So shout out to Brandon Banks. That shit was fire. I hope it ain't this one because this one of them joints we was not feeling.
No, you wouldn't.
Hey, whatever, yo. I wasn't feeling it. I think it's this one right here. And this contains my boy. Shout out to my boy Lawrence too, man. Lonnie Rowe, yo. Out there mixing and mastering and shit. It's a long ass intro, but I'm just
Super duper bad, my bitch super
There we go.
duper super duper.
It's Super Duper Bad by
Super duper
G Money featuring Lonnie Rowe.
my bitch super.
One of the homies was saying.
My bitch super, my bitch super, my bitch super duper super. My bitch super duper bad. My bitch super. My bitch super duper bad. My bitch super duper super duper super duper bad. My bitch super. My bitch
DJ T-Rex.
My bitch super duper super. My bitch super duper bad. My bitch super duper super.
This is my style, right?
Duper bad. My bitch super.
This is all you, yeah.
My bitch super.
It's a long.
My bitch super duper bad. My bitch super, my bitch super, my bitch super duper bad. You a loser, she won't choose it. She got used to Birkin bags. She got used to driving Rover. She ain't taking Uber's back. Oh no, 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 my bitch super duper bad.
I thought you had something.
Yeah, so that was Super Duper Bad by, let me see that, G Money featuring Lonnie Rowe. And that leads us to, if you want to send us any tracks, by all means, send it to the Broken Needles Podcast at gmail.com. Broken Needles Podcast at gmail.com. Tracks,
What?
music,
Yeah.
topics, feedback,
Yeah.
anything you got to say, by all means, send it to our podcast Gmail. I do respond. I'm asking. I do respond to all emails. So if you want to go back and forth, that's fine. Again, topics, feedbacks, tracks, send it to the Broken Needles Podcast at gmail.com. And at this time, I'll let my guest plug his show Unrestricted.
Unrestricted with Ryan Johnson every
Yes,
Monday.
sir.
iTunes, or I guess Apple Podcasts now, and
Yeah,
YouTube.
That's what's
And
up.
if the people want to get at you, Ryan, because they love everything that you brought to our platform today, how would they do that?
You can find me on Instagram at Ryan Johnson 3.0.
Dope. So again, man, thanks for coming out, bro.
Appreciate it.
I appreciate you
Had a
taking
great
this hour and a half or so to hang out with us. Appreciate your perspectives. You made for a great show today, man. So
Yeah,
It was fun. Thank you for having me. Appreciate that.
This ain't the last time. So, and if ever you doing something big, like you want to promote it on our little small
appreciate
platform,
that.
bro,
Thank
you. Let us know.
it's a open door policy.
Hey, I'm
man.
looking forward to
That's
this
real.
holiday show. Was it a holiday show now with the rappers? I'm all in, man. I heard pizza and wings. I'm there.
Hey, it's all good, bro. But yeah, man, again, I appreciate you having me. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad we met way back when we did.
Likewise.
I definitely, you inspired me to want
appreciate
to,
that.
you know what I'm
To
saying?
do more,
To
be
do
more.
be more, exactly. So, again, shout out to you, man. Follow me at DJJMillie05 on Instagram and Twitter, and then DJJ-Millie on Facebook. If you want to leave comments, feedback, all that kind of stuff, and you can DM me, etc. It's all good. Follow our podcast page, The Broken Needles on IG, also The Broken Needles on Twitter. Excuse me. What the fuck you laughing at me for, son?
Hey, now, when you start doing the outros?
Oh, my bad. Because I brought the guests, son. I brought the guests, so I'm doing the outro,
You
son.
see what happened?
Yeah, and I did your job better than you. I might as well do the outros. I do the Instagram. I do the Twitter. I do the Facebook. You know what I'm saying? I
You
post
do what you
everything.
paid to do, man. What
Hey,
you talking
time out. Paid.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly.
Paid no mind.
It's about to be a whole other show. Like, we 33 in. Paid.
But anyway,
Oh man.
You know how to reach me, DJ TEERECKZ.
Nobody know nothing about you.
Instagram, Facebook, also social media platform. You know how to get me. Holla at me. Heavy in the streets.
You ain't.
It's the Broken Needles Podcast with DJ T-Rex and DJ J Millie.
And like that.
We go. Yeah, no, it was a good episode. What we calling this? Cause we talked about
Aztecs. It's called Aztecs.
Aztecs. It is.
There you go, man.
Yeah, and we out. No, M9.
Yeah, man.
Come do your thing.
Bring that racket, that damn curl.
Hey,
That damn.
M9. This why I want him
How
to
your
out
curl
there.
dry, son? You been moisten that shit, son.
Well, he on your neck.
I thought Millie was gonna play the little throwaway, but he ain't
Oh
do that.
no, that was for the. That's for the.
That's all good. Manuel Huddleston, you already know.
You know what? Nah,
all
you
that.
said that. I'm about to do it right now. So nah, you're not
Y'all can
doing
split the
that.
16.
We're not doing that. I'm about to do it right now. As soon as I pull up this email, there you go. I'm about to do it right. I'm using it for the intro track, son. So you done ruined the whole shit. But since you want to say something, I'm about to play it. This track is produced by the homie M Nizzle. Supercharged Entertainment. Oh. Okay. Time out. Before I continue this song, where your 16 at, son? Where your 16 at? Nah, yo.
Where yours at?
You was supposed to go first, pause. yo. Nah.
We gonna do it together,
Man,
bro.
you supposed to, now I got mine, son. I keep 16 in the clip, son.
Let's go.
All right, go ahead.
All right, let's go. Hey, yeah.
Turn my troubles up, son. Turn me up, son.
Yo, let me get the water, yo.
I like this. The nines are dope, man.
I said, smack hit my phone like.
It's the Broken Needles Podcast with DJ T-Rex and DJ J Millie.
Yeah. And we out like that.
That's gonna be our intro song, huh?
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, I'm rolling.
I'm
Thanks,
rolling.
man.
Yeah. By the time you did something.
I know, bum ass thing.
Did something with yourself. All right, we're gone.